Welcome to the video. We got the we're in Facebook Marketplace now. Again, if I do your ad, it's nothing personal against anyone in this video. I'm just got some random ads here that just come up in the promoted in the algorithm. And if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up for the algorithm, give it a thumbs down for the algorithm, leave a comment for the algorithm if you want more of these videos. Leave a comment, it makes a big difference to the algorithm there. So we've got the McLaren Venge. This is a 2011 bike. Made in China. It's in mint condition. Still wants $10,000 for it though, and I think this buyer should just keep this bike because at this point, there's no way they're going to get anything close to $10,000 for a bike that's a decade old. It doesn't have disc brakes, and it's the 12-speed Duro about to come out. Even though I prefer this bike, I prefer this one over my current SL7 disc by far. This is going to be lighter. It's just the market value is the market value. So this guy is the seller. It's a mint condition bike, but it's just not going to sell for $10,000. It's just not. Anyone who's going to spend $10,000 is going to go to a bike shop to get warranty, service, bike fit, etc. They're not going to spend $10,000 on a bicycle on Facebook Marketplace. They're just not. Cars, houses, pit bulls maybe, but not bicycles. Carbon fiber bike. Here we have next up is a Bianchi Ultra, also made in China. A near new XR3, $4,500. It's in good condition. It's in good condition, but very good condition. Wow, barely ridden. It's in great condition. This is a near new bike. This would suit a new owner. Wow, it's very, very good condition. I'm not sure why it was hardly ridden. Not a bad bike. Let's have a little look-see through. But yeah, it's going to be, it does look brand new. So $4,500. This is a fair price for this bike, but $4,500 on Facebook Marketplace. Good luck. So market value for this bike, I'm going to think more like $2,000, $2,500 maybe. Here we have a US postal trend. This is a blast in the past. This is one of my favorite colors. Classic bike. I bought one of these very recently. I got it for $600 Aussie. $600 in mint condition with Durace C35 wheels. This person here wants $2,900 for it. I've had a chat with the seller and I said, I think you're dreaming, just being nice. On this price, you can see it's pretty worn. It's pretty thrashed. It's a 21-year-old bike. It's a bike of a drug abuser, which I don't mind. But most people do not want to ride Lance's bike in 2021. I wouldn't mind because I'm a Lance fan. But so the market value of this bike is going to be, it's hard to say what condition it's in, but it's going to be, pretty well used, 21 years old, and has been ridden. So I'm going to say it's going to be worth between 400 Aussie to 700 Aussie, based on the condition. I'm assuming it doesn't have any cracks in there. There are now for cracks in the rear end there. The next bike up, we have a giant TCR composite for $1,000, 9-speed Ultegra. This bike market value $300, $400, maybe for $1,000. It's just not gonna, it's dirty, it's old, it's 9-speed, it's gonna need a service. That's gonna be $200-300 unless you can do it yourself. It's just, it's a nice bike. These are 2004 model. But yeah, $1,000, no way. It's got a cap missing there. It's just no chance. $300-400 for that one. Next up, we have a Edmonda 5624. Nice bike. I like the Emondas. They are good. But the problem is BB90, it can wear out in some bikes. So, and then you're up the creek with no paddle. They are otherwise a very, very nice bike. One of my favorite bikes, the Emondas. Great geometry, H2 fit. So 2.4. It's a sort of fair price. It's a fair price. But the issue is here, it's been installed incorrectly with spaces above the stem, so we do have the potential risk. The carbon police is the stem, the steer is going to be cracked, which require a new fork, which is not too hard to replace because it is non-proprietary inch and 1.5 fork. So, but good luck getting the same color. So the fork could be damaged. It might be okay. This bike market value is you're probably going to get $1,500 for it, maybe. It's been listed for quite a while. But a nice bike, Here we go. This is the start. The disc brake. The road disc brake bikes are starting to get flogged off now. This is like a current model bike. trying to get 5.5, it's not going to happen. Carbon bars, proprietary stamps, had a crash, had a nice little bing there. Again, as soon as look, here we go. So you're just not going to get, you're better off getting that derailleur, selling it for $50 and buying a brand new one if you're trying to get top dollar for your bike. Because people who are going to spend $5,000 are going to see those scratches and be like, no. Road cyclists are so anally retentive. Most road cyclists are douchebags, stuck up, pretentious, raffle-wearing douchebags. Most, not all, just most. And so the market who's going to buy a bike like this doesn't want to have any scratches in there. So I would recommend buying a new shifter, buying a new derailleur, and get rid of any evidence of crash damage. I mean, you wouldn't want to buy carbon bars that have been crashed. But again, the owner's being transparent, so that's good. But yeah, that fork as well. I think they have a D-shaped steerer, so possible issues with failures there. I know the BMC had a recall, but again, the Foco Izalco Max, one of my favourite bikes in the rim brake version. But these ones, they're like a gravel bike. They're heavy and sluggish and slow, like all the road disc brake bikes are. They're gravel bikes. Which I like. I love gravel bikes. But I think gravel bike for gravel and road for road. So $5.5 what's going to go for, I reckon. Part it out, $7. I'm going to say around 2,000, between $2.5 because it is current model. Here we have a giant TCR Advanced. This one's been advertised a few times. I remember the colour, classic colour, great colourway, the old Rabobank days. $1,600, no way, dreaming. Looks to be in very good condition. Looks to be very good condition. I would say it's going to go for around the $500 to $600 mark. $500-600 would get you that bike. It's a size small. Looks like it's small. Okay, it looks like a medium maybe. It's just small. But yeah, $500-600. The photos, no one's going to pay $600 for it, and the photos don't do it justice either. It's a nice bike though. Very nice bike though. Yeah, so we have a specialized Venge Pro 2020, $7,000. It's got is it a mismatched fork, or is that just how they are? That's, I wouldn't mind riding a bike with mismatched fork, but a lot of people might be a bit faffy with that. Is it a mismatched fork or what? But yeah, $7,000, it's, you can see everyone's starting to go to the lightweight rims, the shallow rims, to try and make these aero disc brake bikes feel a bit more zippy because they feel so sluggish because of the disc brakes and heavy wheels. But yeah, it's $7,000. I don't think so. It's not going to sell for that. That's the sort of, again, people are going to go to a bike shop, warranty and stuff like that. With a Trek's big concept, pretty expensive bike back in the day, $4.5 Yeah, TT bikes are notoriously hard to sell. This is going to go for maybe, it's going to go for, it's DI2, okay, I think it's DI2 6870. It's going to go for, maybe $2,000, maybe $2,000. You'd be. But here's the thing: triathletes want to buy new and bling. So if you're a triathlete watching these videos, you can save thousands of dollars. This is probably like a $9,000-$10,000 bike back in the day. Who knows how much the bike costs brand new. So you can save a lot of money if you're a triathlete and you want a TT bike. Just go second hand, because there's so many out there that just get ridden a couple of times because they're uncomfortable to ride. If you've got a deep section wheel, TT bikes feel crap in a windy day. They're quite dangerous. You feel really sketchy and sketchy. So they get ridden a few times, and then people are like, I don't like this. I don't feel safe riding this bike. It just doesn't feel good. And so they sell really, really quick, really cheap. So if you're doing a TT bike, I'd recommend put a super shallow section wheel on there. Be way more aero. And if you disagree with that, go and ride a TT bike with a deep section wheel on a windy day and get back to me, and then tell me what was faster, the loop course of the shallow section rim on the front, or the deep section aero is everything wheel. Test ride, then decide. We've got a tarmac over here. Again, improperly fitted stem on the fork there. That steerer is probably potentially cracked because this is an older model. It looks like an SL3, SL4. So yeah, this bike could be damaged. The frame looks to be in good condition. Otherwise, though, it's like a Saxo Bank color from 2014, maybe. Nice color. Yeah, $1,800. That's a fair price. Nice bike, but it's going to go from maybe $800 to $1,000, assuming that fork isn't damaged. Now, the issue with these forks is they are proprietary, so good luck getting a spare if you do crash one of those forks. SL 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 proprietary fork. Pain in the bum to replace. Otherwise, nice bike. Here we go. Here we've got another TT bike. Very good condition. They're all good condition. Yeah, it's very rare you'll find a thrash TT bike because they're just not fun to ride. Especially at the angle like this. So $1,300. This bike's going to go for maybe, it's got those proprietary brakes. So the brakes would be a new issue. I wouldn't buy this because of those brakes, but it's going to probably sell for, $500-600 maybe. It's just hard to sell TT bikes because the market is so small, and generally people want the latest and greatest. If we're audacious enough to want to ride a TT bike, we're probably going to want to spend a bit of money and get some of the latest bling. That's that TCR already done. It's a Focus KO, Ultegra, 11-speed DR2. Nice bike these are. Nice bike. This would be lighter than that Izalco Max we just saw. $2,500. What's it going to go for? Group set, maybe $700. Frame, $300. Wheels, $200. This bike's worth maybe $1,000, $1,200. Probably max $1,300 Aussie dollar. $1,300. Assuming the fork's not cracked. All right, always go drop the fork out and check for ring of death. We're back to our McLaren. This bike, obviously, no worries about fork. The fork could be cracked because it could still be installed incorrectly, but I dare say there's not going to be a ring of death on this McLaren because it does look to be brand new. Has it even been ridden? Maybe. It doesn't even look like it. Maybe it's been ridden a few times. There's a stiff link there, so it hasn't been ridden for a while. That's the deal there, gang. Facebook Marketplace, some incredible deals. Incredible deals out there. I pick up deals all the time. I bought a pair of Raval Rapide CLX 40s for $60 yesterday. $60. They weren't stolen. I'll do a video about that. It's crazy the deals out there. It's crazy the deals out there. Anyway, that's the deal. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumb it down. We'll see you next one. This was in Adelaide, South Australia, by the way.